Hello and welcome back to another 6-Kill figure review with me, your host, That Mania. And today we have what could be one of my favorite figures of the year from what I'm seeing about this guy. We have, Onetoys X Worldbox Kratos from God of War 4, or just God of War, and 5 Ragnarok. This guy has a lot going on, and for the first time ever, I'm actually just like shocked by a box. Not the art of the box, you know, everybody's got art boxes. Boxes are normal. You got your picture of Kratos. I believe it is the figure because the beard looks sculpted, but it looks really, really good. I am happy with it. It's got a nice design to it. Bunch of Norse kind of like symbolism. And on the back, we got evil trees. Yeah, here we go. Onetoys right there. And I know it's a Worldbox body. But like, if we pop this open real quick, we slide Kratos off of here. We've got more box back here. Which is cool, right? You're like, wow, that's so cool. But it gets cooler than that, because if you open this up, it presents itself. Like, it raises out of the box. So there's these, I guess, ribbons on the sides here, that when you open the box, it raises itself up. So not only does it lower itself when you close it, this may be one of the coolest boxes I've ever gotten. This is presentation right here. And, you know, presentation is everything. And this has already sold me. And I haven't even opened the figure yet. Anyway, why don't we open the figure now and see if him is just as good as him box. Now, the Ghost of Sparta here has so many darn accessories, I couldn't even decide what to put on him. I'm just like blown away by this guy. There is so much beautiful work that went into this, which we obviously will talk about in the next part here. But just, you know, from an initial viewing, wow. Honestly, it looks better than the prototype photos, because everything about it just screams like there was a lot of hard work that went into this. You can tell it's not one of those like cheap third-party catch, grab, throw it away. This guy, there was genuine love put into this whole thing, and I for one am so excited to finally be adding this guy to my collection. I hope that this company sees this guy being popular and maybe makes the original Kratos look as well, because I would grab that in a heartbeat. But for now, we have older Kratos, which is a great start point, and I'm happy to say, let's move on to the next part of the video. So Kratos here is not shy of accessories, like I just said. We have our shield. Nice, beautiful, like a silvery gold shield. Really like the way this looks. We do have a closed version of it as well. You can see that and that. There is this little piece on the back here, which it does just click onto his arm. Gives you that nice shield on the arm feeling. You don't have to worry about like no Captain America straps. Really nice. We have the spear. I haven't played God of War Ragnarok yet. I have played God of War 4. I've not gone around to Ragnarok yet because I don't have a PlayStation. I play on PC, and I have been a bit behind in my games. And I have a cold again. Here's the spear. Beautiful. Oops, sorry, buddy. Nice gold and silver with a beautiful red ribbon on it. It just looks really nice. All those little details. All of those little details on there just really, really stand out nicely. Very happy about that. We do have an accessory I haven't even touched yet, which is crazy because it's his main weapon. The Leviathan axe, which has all of these lovely inscriptions and engravings on it. This is art right here. This is beautiful. Even the wood. Nice wood texture with all the engravings on it, and the handle right here, all very, very nice. Yes. We have what are my favorite Kratos weapons ever, obviously, Blades Chaos. Classic God of War hack and slash blades. Beautiful metal chain on them. Very happy about that. But they look very, very good. Very happy about these. These are why I would be excited for an original Kratos to have these popped on him. That's the stuff. That's what I live for right there. We do also have bag for his side. Hangs over here. We do also have his little knife in a sheath for it. So, junk, you know? And then it just also hangs from the side. Everything's got a string, so you can kind of just tie it around. We have this coat here, this coat piece here, which I will put on him in a little bit. We have our secondary sculpt, which is the Yelling sculpt, which looks so much better than the Mondo version. I don't know how Mondo decided that was what they were going to do. But, like, it sucks. It looks, because he's got no teeth. He can't see his teeth. And then we have Mimir, if that's how you pronounce his name. I can't remember. So we do have the hanging head as well. Really nicely painted. There's a lot of good work going on here. Very happy about that. They did not skimp just because it is not the head sculpt of the figure. You can see there's some ooey gooey goodness right there. All around nice job. But obviously, the main event is right here. Kratos himself. Now this guy, I mean, there is not a single angle I do not see. The display base is not big enough to carry this guy because he is weighty. Like, he's hefty. But there's not a single angle on this guy I don't see Kratos. Obviously, because he's older, he's got like that little bit of a paler pale to him. You know, the ashes of his family aren't as vibrant. The ashes and blood of his family aren't as vibrant on his body anymore. They aren't as, you know, fierce. They've paled out a little bit. But you could see just from every angle that angry Kratos face. He's got that beautiful expression to him. His beard looks fantastic. His hair flowing and flawless. It just does look a little weird because there is a line here, but if you move his head, it no longer connects. Obviously, there's nothing they can do about that because they can't make the body turn like that. But it would be interesting to see them to find a way, but I'm not worried about that. To switch out the heads, where did I put the other head? Here it is. All you have to do is pull this off. There's this nice little piece right here. And then you just pop it the next one on. And you can see here, that's a nice sculpt right there. He's got Yelling, and unlike the Mondo version, you can see all of his teeth. Beautiful work all around. I'm very happy. This is probably going to be the one that I keep on him. You got some nice wrinkling in the head here. It's just all around really, really nice. There is so much to love about this guy. It is just, this is art right here. Because usually you can adapt a video game character, you can do whatever you want, right? Because, like, I mean, obviously it looks good, but it's not an actor, so you kind of have some freedom. But this just looks exactly like him. You can see here we do have some exposed skin with more of that markings around it, because obviously even though it's cold, he does not care. We've got our nice, I don't even know what to call this, like chest piece that wraps around with all of this beautiful engraving. Coming to his shoulder armor here, that has a nice engraved silver on the front, or on the top. More of the leather. We do have a little hook piece back here, which is, if I can grab it, designed to hold your Leviathan axe, so you can have it on his back like so, which is awesome. I think that is a great thing. I'm assuming if he has his axe, it could also hold this maybe. I'd say yes. Looks a little weird because it is kind of big, but it does kind of do. So you could have multiple things on him at once. There's no place to hold the Blades of Chaos, unfortunately. But it does, you know, he's not really carrying those. He just pulls those out of his pocket, I'm pretty sure. We got this lovely fur here going around. Very, very nice overall. It is on the bottom as well. Again, coming to the back, you can see the nice muscle texture and all more of the body. I'm wondering how much of the body they painted, because I mean, if they went all the way in and they actually painted the body, maybe I could just remove all the clothes, get another one, and maybe just paint over it and make my own younger Kratos. Coming down to the belt here, we have, I mean, this lovely wrapped leather here. Not quite sure what it is. This is all just sculpted. So none of this is going to move around, really. There is a little bit of fur underneath, which is super cool. Belt sculpted, but it's got these really nice engraved silver here with all these rings all the way around. You're not going to get any ab crunch, but man, are you going to get, I mean, we're here for looks, people. We judge people based on their looks at this point in our lives. Gauntlet number 1, all shoulder. We've got just the gauntlet piece with this really, really nice, like red, cherry, red maroon kind of look. I don't even know what that's supposed to be, but it looks... I'm always a 3 sneezer, so you got to remember that. It looks really nice. I like that design. It almost reminds me of like a snake, like the Cobra logo. But I like the way it looks. This arm, I don't have a problem with the articulation, but this arm does, he kind of fights me a little bit. It's like a really tough joint, maybe because it's got way more stuff on it. You can see there's a little bit of red poking out from here. We got a bunch of maroon chilling there, not maroon, brown chilling here with some nice engraving on it. This is more of a fabric-y piece. And then a lovely, lovely gauntlet there with some fake wrappings because it's not real. So these little tassels are real. They're not sculpted by any means, but this piece is sculpted, and then underneath we've got more fabric-y bits. So there is fabric to be had, especially in the pants area. Oh, I'm so sorry. My nose is just, it's full of gunk. But before we go down, I do want to show you the fur bit here. So this, you just want to put like this. So that's there. That wraps around under the arm, and then there's a little Velcro piece on this side that you just kind of want to connect to that. So you can have him, in case he's cold, you know, if you're cold, he's cold too. So give him a coat. So this is the only thing that I'd argue got downgraded, because in the promotional, it does have a bit more white here at the top for maybe a little bit of snow weathering. They didn't add that, but if that's the only thing that got downgraded, oh well, I guess, because everything else just really makes up for it. But it does add a little bit of niceness to it. It's a little bit more color up top. If that's what you want, that's what you can get. All right, back to the old legs. We have, you know, some fabric-y pants here, some nice knee pads. And then from there, we have these like wrapped boot bits down to these shoes, which also looked wrapped. But not too much going on there. Going back up to this belt, we do have this piece that I kind of forgot to talk about. It's a loose piece. It just kind of like dangles and hangles and wrangles around. That's where you're going to be hanging things from. So if you wanted to take, where is his head? Where is head? You just kind of want to take these strings and wrap it around the belt somewhere around the side and just kind of like tie it around that. I'm not going to worry about that right now because, I mean, I want that to look good. So I'm going to wait a little bit on that. What I'm not going to wait on is comparisons. And since I don't have any other God of War figures, I thought I would compare him to one of my other favorite video game 6-scale figures that I have currently in my collection. So I really wasn't planning on doing a comparison part of the video since I don't have any other God of War figures at the moment. Hopefully that will change at some point in my life. But I just wanted to do it to show you how much he towers over a regular 6-scale figure. Ezio's not the shortest guy ever. And I do like this Ezio. Damn Toys, good job. But man, this Kratos would crush his head with one hand. that is he's, you know, he's big, he's beefy, and he's powerful. It's all so right, and it makes me very, very happy. They did not skip. Can you go back to sleep, please? I don't need I don't need any talking from the peanut gallery back there. It just all comes together very nicely in a way. Like I said at the beginning, they did not skip on anything. Everything is done as well as it can be. He's so heavy he doesn't even want to stand on his own. Or he's trying to jump to articulation as quick as possible, which does seem to be the case. So, why don't we bring him there right now? So, because of the way the head sculpt works, you do get a life ending 360 degrees with some modicum of motion all every way. So not bad. This arm goes up about that far. You're going to be hindered by just, exposed joints and body. But you will get a solid 360. This arm, you get about a 90, maybe a little less than a 90 because of the armor padding. This arm, I struggle with. It's really tight joint, but it's about the same. You just won't get that 360 because of that shoulder armor. He does get a bit of a crunch here. It's not much. You do get side to side. You can see where it splits here, but you can't really see down below. Okay, spread. Leg goes up that far. Leg doesn't go back any because of this butt pad here. But you will get a nice knee bend, and there is free ankle articulation. So you don't have to worry about that much either. So all in all, I mean, Kratos was never the most, flexible. He was just more angry and would punch things. So you could get exactly that out of this figure, which is exactly what you want anyway. So why don't we take him to the end of the video, unfortunately, and wrap this thing up. I could talk about this guy all day. Now, if that isn't the look, I don't really know what is. This is lovely. I'm so happy right now. I mean, I don't really know what to say other what I haven't said already. This guy is perfect for what he needs to be. The only thing I can see people complaining about is, oh, his shoulder isn't seamless. But it's so not really noticeable with the red paint that I could never complain about it. I'm so happy to have this guy right now. I think SW Toys did one. That one was okay. Mondo obviously did one. That one was doo-doo garbage. This one is your ultimate, if you want a Kratos, this is the one you should be getting. No question about it. This is the best 6-scale Kratos on the market and what could be one of my favorite figures this year, because every time I look at it, I'm just blown away with how fantastic it is. They got to pull out all the stops to get me to like a figure more than this one this year. I know it's still January, but man, oh man, it's going to be hard to beat this one. I'm just trying to think of what's coming out this year that could, I don't know, maybe top this, but I'm not really thinking of anything right now that's going to blow me away quite as much as this one. Anyway, if you're a God of War fan and you were looking for your 6-scale Kratos, this is it, man. This is the one. Find this one, Onetoys X Worldbox, and get this immediately, because this is what you should be having in your collection. If you pick this guy up, feel free to let me know. Or if you have one of the other ones and you're happy with them, let me know what you like about that one, and why it's your favorite compared to one or the other. Because, I mean, there's a lot of Kratoses out in the market right now for at least God of War 4 and 5, not for God of War 1, 2, and 3, which is a real shame, because that's really what I want. I want those two standing next to each other. That would make me extraordinarily happy. But I am extraordinarily happy with this guy, because, I mean, it's beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful to see. And the only problem I've had with this guy is the chains are, impossible to put on his arms properly, because they just kind of want to drag. And sometimes the fur likes to come out just a little bit. But that's it. That's the only problems I have with this guy. Other than that, his other man-made problem is just that he's really heavy, but that's because he's a big, brawling brute. and I could just solve that with a display stand. So I'm happy. I've got it. I'm happy. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, please feel free to like and subscribe, because the channel has been rolling in goodness recently, and I'd love to keep that doughy goodness alive as long as possible, because it brings warm feelings to my heart, and you guys are my favorite. And liking the video just means that you're enjoying what I'm doing, and that you want me to keep doing it. So of course I'll keep doing it as long as you keep liking it. That's just a fair trade-off, I'd argue. And with all of that out of the way, I have been me, and you have been you, and thank you for watching another 6-scale figure review. Hopefully you join me when we review something maybe new. I will see you then.